Oh, hey, look, it's a truck. All right. So up here, we have the crew compartment. Here's the chairs and the driver's seat. Satellite dish with goes up and down and left and right. The front of the cab closes, for armor. We have headlights up here, and then underneath we have the capybara terrarium where they hang out and sleep at night. Right now there's just one sleeping and a little baby with it. I'm trying to get light to show up over here. So here's the ladder where they climb up, and also the entrance into the capybara terrarium, and it's really hard to see, but there is in fact a ramp with slats on the bottom to help them climb. Up here we have the first part of the living space, which includes the bunk beds. There are bunks on each side. Over here we have the conveyor belt where the S3 remotes get lifted up. I will use movie magic to insert a shot here of the conveyor belt moving up and down. Isn't that cool? Isn't it amazing what we can do with movie magic these days? Here on the ground, we have two more capybaras, including a parent with two babies, and one of the mule bots. I still think it's absurd how small the mule bots are relative to the size of their bases. Hey, Spain, these things should be S3, not S4. What gives? Over here we have the first of the tags. This is the cutter. He's up in his recharge station. In a passive pose. Down here we have the Squallow Mark II, which is about to walk off of its lift into some shallow water on the beach. Down here, we have Tavino with one of his capybaras. Tavino is 8 years old and is the primary capybara wrangler in this business. Over here, we have the proprietor. I'm having trouble focusing on her. Her name is Marlena. She used to be a Panoceanian machinist in the military, but her leg got shot off, and they fired her because it's a corporate hellscape. So she says, screw it. I'll make my own robot military, but I'll charge you to send it into battle. Here's her stuff. Here's another capybara. Up here, we go past some of the storage crates, including the boat, the family boat, since this is basically a giant RV. Here's the ammunition crate. You have a big ventilation fan on the back. Over here we have nuclear fuel for the reactor. And hundreds of liters of capybara shampoo. You know, reasonable things to have on hand. Up here is the living space. There are storage bins. There's a diner-style table. There's a barbecue. They appear to be making chicken and burgers. And then up here we have the third tag, who is crouching on the top edge of the truck. And is my favorite conversion and pose in this project. I'm a big fan of my tick pulling. All of this swooping is aided greatly by the Lazy Susan that the base is on. Here's the company logo, Robos da Dona Marlena. Oh, and I forgot, while we were up there, this is Larissa. She is the remote controller. She drives them around with her little remote control. She's very enthusiastic. And she's behind a big panel, so she doesn't get illuminated very well when we're in diorama mode. And that is my big, silly truck. My truck for driving around big robots in the faraway land of Space Brazil. The amount of time that it took to build all of this was not reasonable. Really probably should not have invested 6 months, including 7 weeks off work, into something this totally pointless and needless. But, you know, it is kind of neat in the end. So, who's to say if it was a worthy use of time? Who's to say?